Hi, I'm Willow Grace, and I have your astrology for the second half of January. We start off with a full moon in Leo. This is serious fire energy. On Thursday, January 28th, we're going to experience our first full moon of the year. It is in the proud and regal sign of Leo. Now, this full moon is going to be more serious than in the past. Our attitudes are going to be warmer. We're going to be feeling more dramatic. We're going to be feeling more generous, and we may need to keep our egos in check. There's going to be feelings of leadership and the desire to want to protect others. Full moons represent feelings of emotions and the mysterious. They reveal the hidden and they represent closure and culmination. I'm calling this the final act. I'm viewing it as the final paragraph of the first chapter of the year. Now, Leo is ruled by the sun and it's a fixed fire sign. At this time, everyone is going to know what their gifts and their strengths that they possess are. Coming off of 2020, it may be difficult to view anything positive right now, but with this full moon, it's going to illuminate, it's going to shine and highlight exactly what we've learned in the past year from our last Leo full moon. So this is going to be a time of sharing those gifts. Leos, they give as well as they get. If you show them respect, they're generous, they're loving, they're kind, they're loyal. Now, under this full moon, it will be a time to look at the positive side of things, acknowledge what you have to be grateful for. So let's talk about where it is in your sign. I encourage you to, for all astrology, to use your rising sign. You can use your sun sign, but the rising sign actually talks about where this goes through your natal chart. So, Leo. Leo, this is going to be in your first house of self. This is a time to shine with how you present yourself, how you look, how other people see you. This is going to be a time of your physical appearance may change or it will be highlighted. For Cancer, this is in your second house. So this is about taking control of your finances and what will be illuminated moving forward that you need to be more serious about. Are you um, are you taking care of your cash, your property, your investments? These are things that you hold near and dear. These are possessions. These are actual tangible things. So what is illuminated that you need to protect? Uh, Gemini. Gemini is in your third house. This is communications, short trips. So this will be illuminating where you are feeling more dramatic, where you're feeling warmer, where you're feeling that you are ready for closure and ready for um, uh, a passion to share your gifts in this area. The, the next sign is Taurus. This is in your fourth house of family, life, and home. So, with the fourth house, this is home, family, mother. What is going to be illuminated at this time? What are you feeling the need to protect and take care of? And remember, think about the lion. The lion is proud and regal, and this is about taking care of, nurturing, but also having to keep our egos in check. Aries. Aries, this is in your fifth house of romance and self expression. So things will be illuminated with what you want to get creative with, who you may want to be creative with. This is about showing us where we can become more serious. Maybe our craft turns into a passion. Maybe a person turns into more of a connection instead of just a friend. Pisces, you are with your sixth house. This is wellness, routine, self care. So things are going to be illuminated that you need to attack with a routine and have some kind of a routine that will that for your daily work, for your health, mind, body, spirit. What are you doing to take care of these things? The sun will illuminate it, and Leo will say, I take pride in this. Let's move forward with this. Aquarius, this is in your seventh house of partnerships. Now, not just partnerships of husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. This can be relationships, marriages, work partnerships. So things are going to be illuminated or brought to the light of where you feel the need to protect others, where you feel the need to that you're full of pride with. The next sign is Capricorn. That is in the eighth house. This is about our emotional bonds, joint resources, and our intimacy. So there's going to be some things that are going to be illuminated that we may have more serious thoughts with. Maybe when I say joint finances, I mean like yours and somebody else's put together. So, what is being illuminated? What do we need to take a second look at and say, I need to take a leadership role in this? My feelings are attached to this. Sagittarius, this is working from your ninth house. This is adventure, higher education. This is illuminating. I'm ready to take some more classes. I'm ready to um, dive into different types of religions. I'm ready for a new adventure. And so take pride in this, own it, and go and make this happen. This is this is not usually a very serious sign, but this time around, this is a very serious time that you're taking this education, this higher learning very seriously. And it's not just going to be for a passion, it's to project you forward, move you forward. Scorpio, this is in your 10th house of career, professional goals. I love this, that something is going to be illuminated for you, that you are going to be feeling very wanting to take care of, own, protect something with your career or some life goals. And this will be you showing a leadership role in this. Libra, this is in your 11th house of networking. You're very comfortable here. This is finding a balance and illuminating, where can I be part of the group? Where am I a leader in some of these groups, or where the leader will emerge? The last sign is Virgo. This is happening in your 12th house. This is basically pushing you to use your intuition, to tune into the imaginary, to reveal what has been hidden, these hidden talents that you have. This moon is going to enlighten, reveal to you, so you can explore this and use this. This is your time. So let's move on to Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury is a planet that's associated with technology, communication, thoughts, and ideas. It goes through our zodiac. It goes retrograde 3 times in the year of 2021. As it travels forward and backward through the zodiac, it flavors or enhances how we communicate, and it shows us areas that we can improve upon our communication and our technology skills. So it's going to happen first in the eccentric and forward-thinking sign of Aquarius on January 30th to February 19th. Now, since it's in a fixed air sign, then this is also the ruler of the 11th house. The 11th house represents groups, networking, uh, bringing together of people. So we're going to have an easier time with relating and connecting to other people. Aquarius is very unconventional and it's very futuristic when it's at its best. This is going to be a time that we're going to be thinking of the we, not the me. Now, Mercury retrograde in this free-spirited sign is here to revisit, revise, rethink, review, reveal anything that falls under this symbolism. So this will include things that represent our collective efforts to work together for the greater good of society, working for the advancement of equality, scientific and technological research, advancements, groups, friends, team, associates, anything that falls into that 11th house category. Now, remember, Aquarius can be resolute or a little stubborn at times, and it wants to dig its heels in and not change. So you're going to have to use caution with any miscommunication that might be through technology, phone, email, text, written. So you're going to have to double check all technological details, appointments, messages, text. You're going to have to strive at this time for more patience and diplomacy. Mercury retrogrades, they basically give us an opportunity to review what we're working on. They say, yes, this is a great idea, but let's review it. There's always room for improvement. And so when we review it, it shows us where there's holes. After we review it and we fix those holes, there is improvement upon it, and we can build things for the long haul. So let's talk about where that is in your house. So remember, I'm doing this by rising, although you can also use your sun sign. So Sagittarius. With this retrograde, it's falling in your third house of communication. You might feel like there's technological glitches, travel headaches, misunderstandings while you're attempting to get done with your honey-do list. And you're going to have to practice a lot of mindfulness and practice the pause and breathe. Capricorn. This retrograde is in your second house of income. You're going to want to definitely check and double check where your cash flow is coming in and out of. Revisit any money making ideas or projects that you put on the back burner, because now might be the time that you can move forward with them. Pisces, you're very comfortable with this because this territory that this retrograde is covering, it's in the sign that your house rules, your 12th house of spirituality. So this is about you being pushed a little to tune into your intuition and your imagination more than usual. You might need to rest and recharge and prioritize your mental health at this time. Cancer. Cancer, this retrograde is influencing your 8th house of emotional bonds, sexual intimacy, and any joint resources that you have with others. So you are being pushed a little bit to rethink, how are you exerting your energy in this area or in these areas? It could be a time to shift maybe some of your financial assets around, or speak up about wanting to deepen your connection with your commitment with a partner. Leo. Leo, this first retrograde of the year is falling into your 7th house, and it's about taking a really close look at issues that are popping up between you and your partner, or you and those people that are closest to you, your nearest and dearest friends or business partners, and take a look at it, revise it, and reestablish the boundaries so you can move forward. Virgo, this is going to be felt in your 6th house of health and wellness. Now, this is something that your sign rules. You are very comfortable here. This is about your self-care, your physical, mental, spiritual well-being, and making sure that you prioritize for all of this. Libra. Libra, this is going to affect you in your 5th house of romance, self expression, and things that you enjoy doing, fun and pleasure. So you're probably going to maybe reconnect with people from the past, maybe loved ones. There could be some activities that you've done in the past that you might revisit that you really enjoyed, clubs, organizations, or things that you used to do when you were younger. It's basically think back to revisit some of the things that you've really enjoyed. Aries, this is hitting you in your 11th house. So you're going to be especially focused on approaching your role as a team member. What is the team effort? You might also get your fair share of, hey, new people from the past, let's put them into a group, or let's enjoy them, or let's participate with old colleagues, old friends, old groups. So all about you, groups, people, friends. Taurus. This retrograde falls in your 10th house of career. Now, this means that you're going to have to rethink. You started something in your job or your career, and now you have to rethink it. You have to maybe go back to the drawing board. You have to um, revisit it and say, how can I improve upon this to make it last for a longer haul? This is about professional goals. You might also sit down for a annual review, or somebody higher up may be connecting with you to help you improve. Gemini. This retrograde falls in your ninth house of higher education, adventure, and honing your skill set. And how do you do this? Are you going to go back to school? Are you going to take a class? Is there a workshop? Do you search out a mentor? Do you search out guidance from a trusted friend? These are all things that you will revisit and rethink about in order for you to improve. So although the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, they're likely to feel this retrograde more than others. All of us are going to feel it somewhere. Everyone's going to notice the effects of this. So I pay attention to the what I'm working on and how I can improve it. So something that I've started, I've already discussed the signs. The moon's going to illuminate some things, and Mercury's going to say, hey, we want this to last. How do we go back and how do we fine tune and tweak this? For more on this, you can follow me at Willa Grace Mystic on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I appreciate thumbs up or subscribe. You can also sign up for my newsletter at willagracemystic.com. I heart you.